Hi everybody, it's Nancy K. Thank you for stopping by. In today's video, I'm going to show you how I made this beautiful gift box. I've got this house on both the front and the back of the box. And the box measures 4¼ inches wide, 5½ inches tall, and 4¼ inches deep. I'll take the ribbon off here so you can see it just opens at the top and you can just put your gift inside there. I made this using the Winter House die from Poppy Stamps, my Scor-Pal and Scor-tape, and some cardstock. Let's see how it goes here. I have a full-sized Gemini, and I'm going to use all the dies in this Winter House set with the exception of one. I don't need to use this large die, so you just set that aside. And what I've done is I've laid out all the dies and paperwork I need on my magnetic platform. And I've got the large pieces here with some white cardstock. I've got some glittery cardstock for the roof, some rose gold paper, and more glittery cardstock. Now, some of the smaller pieces are hard to adhere, and what I've done is used double stick paper. There's a couple of brands out there you can use. I've used the Sizzix brand for this one. And I've applied the double stick paper to the back of the cardstock. That way, when I make these die cuts, the adhesive will be on the back of those little pieces. I've also done it with the rose gold and the glitter paper. And that'll be a lot easier to adhere those. Now remember, you're going to make 2 of these houses, so you run this through twice. And then what you're going to need is to cut out some more pieces. The windows and the little snow or icicles, you're going to need multiple cuts. As you can see here, there's 3 small windows, 5 larger ones, and a whole bunch of these little icicle things. So once you run this through twice, all of them, you're going to have to go back and run the smaller pieces through several times. Remember, you're making 2 of these houses, so you can factor that in accordingly. So we're going to start with cardstock, and you'll need 2 pieces of these. It's going to be 9 inches by 10½. And on the short side, we're going to score at 4¼ and 8½. And on the long side, you're going to score 2½ on each side. Now, in order to make the tabs to attach the 2 pieces, we're going to cut out these small rectangular pieces on the end. Remember, we're making 2 of these pieces. Once that's done, we got to make the flaps for the top and the bottom. So you're just going to make these cuts right up to those score lines. Once that's done, just fold and burnish on your score lines. I have my second piece already made. You see how that's going to fit together. I've got score tape on this tab, so I'm going to have to put score tape on this other tab. Then you just line up your two pieces and attach the box together. So we'll see how that looks. I'll be right back. So here's how the box looks together. You don't want to do the top and bottom flaps just yet because we want to add the house piece to the front and the back. So let's start working on putting together the house. Well, I've cut out all the pieces I need to cut out to make the two houses. For the second house, I've put all the pieces in a little baggie. That way they're kept separate and all in one place. I'm going to start working from the top down, starting with this roof. I've cut it out with sparkly glitter paper, and I already have some score tape on the back. So I'm just going to attach that to the top, lining it up with the window openings. Next, I'm going to start adding the windows. And if you recall, I cut all these windows out with the double stick paper on the back. So I can just peel off that paper on the back and the adhesive will be on there. This is so much easier than trying to glue those little tiny pieces all together. And they just stick right on there over the window opening. So I'm going to do the rest of the windows, and we'll be back in a flash. I've got all the windows down, and now I'm going to work on these little icicle pieces. And I've cut these out also with the double stick paper on the back, so it's just easy to attach them where they need to go. Just peel off that paper and attach to the windows. I'll do all these little icicle things and we'll be back in a minute. Now that all the windows are done, we're going to work on the door. And on the door we have these two pieces for the door frame. And then the porch roof gets popped up. And I've already added the snow banks to the porch roof and got some foam tape on the back there. With the door frame, I've got the double stick paper on the back. Peel it off, and you're just going to line it up on each side of the door. There's the door frame. And now the little porch roof gets added on top, centered over the door. The next part is to attach this piece onto the base. And what I'll probably do is pop that up with some foam tape to give it a little dimension. And I'll make 2 of these, one for the front and back. Let's see how that looks. One thing I wanted to point out here, now that I've got this popped up on that base, is how I made this little wreath. Very easy to do. I have this punch that you normally use for a tag, the little hole portion for a tag, and I just punched it out on some of that rose gold cardstock. And to make it a little more festive, added some clear glitter glue onto the top. Just adds a little bit of sparkle to it. And added that to the front door. Now the front door, I added a tiny piece of vellum. I hope you can see that there. It just added a little bit more weight for me to add to that, so that I could add the wreath to it. Let's take a look at how this box looks all put together. So I've added my houses to the front and to the back of this gift box, just with regular score tape. And added a festive ribbon to it. It makes it look very elegant. In addition, I just made a little tag to attach to the gift using the same papers, but with some other dies I had on hand. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I appreciate you stopping on my channel and hope you'll subscribe. Have a great day.